Hi everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer or subscriber. Today's video is going to be another book haul. These are all the books I've collected, I think, since April, March. When did Sunrise on the Reaping come out? Because I think I pre-ordered that. March? I don't know. Basically every single book I bought since my last book haul was posted. I like to split these up, so I'm showing you 10 books at a time, and currently I have like 18. So we've split this in half. The second half will come, I don't know, in like a month's time or something. But this first part is really juicy. We've got some good stuff here. Lots of new releases, lots of books I've wanted for a long time, and I've got like a book series here that I've wanted since I was like 16, 17. That's really fun. We've got some good stuff in this haul, so without further ado, let's get on and show you. Actually, before I say that, I do want to do a little disclaimer. I never go on like a book buying binge. I never buy more than like 5 books at a time. Like majority of these I got secondhand. I think I bought like 3 or 4 of them full price in the bookstore. Everything else is either secondhand or like from some discount place. So yes, I buy a lot of books, but I think that saying is true that like books are like wine. You build up your collection so that you can enjoy it across your life. You don't need to be consuming all the books you own within the year or whatever it may be. I actually was thinking about this morning, like all the books I want to read, like on my Goodreads, I've got like 1,000 books. That's not even, you know, that's like just over 10 years of my life. You know, these are books that I don't intend on getting to anytime soon, but I will get to them eventually, and eventually is actually much sooner than I would have thought. So God willing, if I live a long life where I'm able to read across it, I'm gonna be just fine, you know? Plus, I'm really excited for these. These are pretty much all like high priority reads anyway. So first book, Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne. This is another one of the prequel books in the Hunger Games series. It is actually a crime. It's actually illegal that I haven't got to this book yet. I don't know what is wrong with me. What is up? But I haven't read it yet. This is Hamish's book with this beautiful hardcover. I think I pre-ordered this because I was intending to get to it sooner rather than later. It's definitely later now, but I still will be picking this up within this year at some point, I don't know. But either way, I do have the original trilogy in the paperbacks, but I have the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the like other prequel book, in hardcover, so I decided to get this one to match. And it is such a beautiful cover, to be honest. So first book down. In the works, I picked up a couple of books. I may as well show these together. I don't think I bought them at the same time, but yes. We've got Lost and Lassoed by Lyla. This is the 3rd book in an interconnected standalone series of cowboy romances. I loved the first, no, I didn't like the first book, loved the second book. Really intrigued to see how I find this one. I think she's sunshine, he's grumpy. But I actually wondered maybe this is kind of like, not hate to love, but like the romance equivalent of that. So I'm excited to consume this. Who knows what I'm gonna actually think of it, because my feelings with the series have been so mixed. But yeah, these are just fun little reads, you know. I mean, I read one of them in 24-hour readathon, so you can really get through these within a day. They're just nothing deep, but they're a fun time. We have another, no, I was gonna say cowboy. This is not cowboy though. This is just Elsie Silver, who also writes cowboy romances. The 3rd book in her latest interconnected standalone series. I own the other 2 books, and really stupidly I bought this 3rd one without having read the previous 2. I haven't even tried the first one in the series. I think her Chestnut Springs series is a fun time, so I can't see this one being any different. And because they're interconnected standalones, like that's the thing that's going to get me to purchase something. If this was like the 3rd book in a series where you had to read books 1 and 2 in order to like get what was going on, basically meaning that if you didn't like book 1 you probably wouldn't like book 2 or 3, but because these books are like slightly separated, it is very possible that I could enjoy book 1 and then dislike book 2 and then love book 3, you know, like we'll see. But yeah, this I believe is a wrestler romance, kind of crazy. Another small town one. Her writing's just super easy to get through and like a silly little palette cleanser, so yeah. Also love these covers, I think they're so cute. TK Maxx stocks some books. In general they cost a bit more than the works, and their selection is quite similar to the works, so I don't really bother getting too much in there, but I have found the odd gem, and when you find something good in there you find something really good. 2 things I got from there on the one trip. This is More Than Words by Sheridan. I've read Most of All You by Sheridan. I loved that. It was a 4-star read. And I own Archer's Voice. I think it was definitely for a time like the best-selling romance book of all time, seeing as I liked her first book, and I've got another really famous romance book on my shelves from her. Then I thought I would give this one a go. This is literally like not a rock star romance, but you know, it's like music centered. It's one in Kaliane and Jessica. Kaliane is a famous composer. He's struggling with his creativity, like creating the music. I guess it's kind of like second chance, because they used to know each other when they were younger and then they meet up later, and he's struggling and she kind of like helps him with his music. I don't know, love music, so this is gonna be a fun time, I feel like. Or it will just be like another silly light read, although her books are often like kind of heartbreaking, so we'll see about that. £3, couldn't say no. This is kind of a bit stupid and random, but I have I Promise a Peridot by Kate Golden, which is the 2nd book in this Sacred Stones trilogy. The first book being A Dawn of Onyx. I haven't read A Dawn of Onyx, nor do I own it. so can't get to this one anytime soon. Also can't really read the back because it'll probably give me spoilers. I've always been intrigued by this series. It's kind of like a romantasy. I don't really know much beyond it, but I know that it's quite divisive. I think a lot of people love the first book, and then beyond that, I saw this in TK Maxx and I was like, it's fine, I'll just buy the first book on Amazon or something for cheap. Looked it up, it's like 11 quid on Amazon. I feel like I might read the first book on Kindle, and then if I love it, I'll buy the physical copy, and then, I know, it's kind of stupid me owning this because I might end up unhauling it if I really dislike the first book, but I have no excuse. I just thought it was a pretty cover. I knew about the series and I thought that I would be able to find the first book somewhere for not £11, but I was mistaken. I'll read the first book at some point and we'll see how we get on with it. When I flew to Crete, I obviously went to the bookstores in the airport and I found so many books I wanted, but I decided to treat myself to 2 of them. One of them, my most anticipated release of the year. I'm actually in the middle of it right now and I'm so obsessed. It's been giving 5-star feels from page 1. Deep Cuts by Holly Brickley. This is a book that I was actually going to put off buying until the paperback came out. Then I saw that they had it in the airport, and the airport does these, like, I think they're called trade paperbacks, which basically means they're much bigger or much taller and wider, I guess, than the average paperback, if you can tell. Yeah, I decided to just like bite the bullet, seeing as I'm so excited for it. I feel like I was certain I was gonna love it. Thankfully, I was not wrong. People compare this to Daisy Jones and the Six. It's really not like Daisy Jones at all. It's like normal people if Connell was a musician and Marianne was obsessed with music. These 2 people who come in and out of each other's lives in this kind of situationship-like way. It's a friendship and then it morphs into something else, but it's not quite that, and it's a friendship still, and like, you know, all this stuff. It's very complicated. It doesn't have really a defined label, and it's so music-centered. I know some people haven't liked this book because they're not as into music as I am, as in they don't recognize the bands or the artists mentioned in here. Almost every single one of these artists are like faves of mine, so I'm having such a good time. But yeah, I saw this at the airport, had to pick it up, came home with me. I am wearing pants, by the way. You just saw my knee. I'm in shorts. It's really hot in the UK right now. The other book in the airport I got, The Ministry of Time by kaliane. I've never seen anyone or heard anyone pronounce her name. Kaliane Bradley? I don't know. They basically have come out with these new paperbacks of this book. There's like lots of different editions, so you can get one that's like a bright blue cover or a yellow cover or a pink cover. Maybe there's another one, I'm not sure, but I chose the pink. I didn't really like the shade of blue and the yellow was a bit bright, but it's still got the yellow spine. Irrelevant. Basically, I saw this in the airports. They had like a 2-for-1 deal, or not 2-for-1, buy one get one half price deal in WH Smith or something. I don't know a lot about this. I just have heard really fantastic things from people on the internet, particularly Hayley Pham. I think she was the first person to like read this and like rave about it. It's set in the future and we've basically discovered a way of time traveling. A woman who works for the government is sent back in time to like collect a person from the past and bring them into the future, basically mentor them and coach them along life in the 21st century. So she travels back to 1847 and she meets this commander, Graham Gore, a Victorian polar explorer. She brings him to the present day, and I believe there's some sort of romance between them. I don't know. It sounds like a really fascinating concept, and it's meant to have so many layers of nuance and much deeper themes going on in this, so I'm really excited to give this a go. Not sure how I'm going to find this. It could be like a 3-star read, or it could completely blow me away, so we'll see. I kind of got it because I wanted deep cuts, and like I was going to get a book half price, so whatever. These last 3 books aren't connected, but I did buy them at the same time. I just combined an order on Amazon. Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. This is another one of her books set in the Crowns of Nyaxia world, but it's a standalone, which is fun. I really got on so well with 7 in the Wings of Night. That was one of my favourite books of last year, so everything she's been putting out recently or traditionally publishing, I've been snapping up the second it comes out. So I got this one because I saw that it had a price drop on Amazon. I know the dust jacket is a little bit questionable because we've essentially got like a demon. To think I let such a dangerous creature sleep beside me every night. So excited for this. It seems like it's gonna be kind of short. It's literally 354 pages, so a really fun, quick little romantasy, and I've heard fantastic things about it. I got free shipping because that book was... No, I didn't. I think Amazon's free shipping now if you don't have Prime. For books, it used to be £10 and now it's £20. I wanted to purchase something else and I saw that this trilogy I've been wanting to read since I was young or younger, so cheap. It was basically like the price of 1 book for all 3. I wouldn't usually buy a trilogy all in one go, but when I saw this I was like, I have to have it. The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This is the Remnant Chronicles. So we've got The Kiss of Deception, The Heart of Betrayal, and The Beauty of Darkness. These covers are so beautiful. I remember this series being so big when I first was on BookTube in like 2016, 2015, 2016, 2017, around there. The series has always intrigued me just in that kind of classic YA fantasy. You know, it was one of those. It got new covers a few years ago and I'm so obsessed with them. This final book is so chunky. Concerning. But yeah, I don't actually remember what the series is about, so that's great. In a society steeped in tradition, Princess Lyla's life, or Leah, I don't know, follows a preordained course. As first daughter, she expected to have the revered gift of sight, which she doesn't, and to happily marry a prince she has never met, which she won't. On the morning of her wedding, she flees to a distant village. She settles into her new life, hopeful, when two mysterious and handsome strangers arrive and unaware that one is the prince she's meant to marry and the other's. I remember this. This is so fun. It's like third person, but it's told from one character's viewpoint at a time, if that makes any sense. So we've got her, she's fleeing the kingdom. Then she's got two men after her. One is the prince she's meant to marry, and the other is this guy, assassin, who's sent to assassinate her. As the reader, we don't know which is which. And I'm told that actually it's quite tricky. I would think that this would be something that was like set up in a way and then it was instantly clear who was who, but I'm told that that's not the case. It's so fun. What a cool premise. And I just love the covers. The spines are kind of jarring. They're so bright, like opposite colours. This is a series I wanted to read for the longest time and I just feel like it's one I can cozy up with in autumn or something like that and have the best time. Those are the many books, I think it's 11, that I bought within a few months. I don't know how long the period is, but so excited. All of these are really anticipated reads for me. So thankful to finally have them. If you've read any of these books, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on them, whether you like them or dislike them. I'd also love you to let me know if you'd like me to read one of these books in a vlog, because I'm very happy to do that. I was going to vlog deep cuts, but then I allowed myself to start the first chapter before I'd begun the vlog and I was so obsessed that I couldn't even think about vlogging, so I'm sorry about that. But any of these other ones that you'd like to see a vlog on, I'm so happy to do, whether it's like a one book focused vlog or I'm just doing like a weekly vlog and I'm including bits of me reading it or like parts of my first impressions and stuff like that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to stick around to see more videos from me. The future books I will be hauling kind of soon. See you in a little bit, a couple of days before another video. Bye bye.